Hey guys, Meteorologist Chris Tomer here with this Saturday mountain weather update, and it is a powder day across the Wasatch. Heavy snow coming down. This is Solitude. Boy, I love seeing that. Look at that heavy snow. And there's a lot of this storm left. I mean, we're not done yet. Look at the snow. People just starting to pull into the parking lot. It is going to be. Look at this guy walking through the snow. It's like up to his knees up at Apex Express. That is just awesome. Okay, let me take you over to Alta and Little Cottonwood. They're reporting 11 inches. I mean, that's what it looks like with that guy walking through that snow up to his knees. 11 inches of snow. I still think between the rest of this storm and then there's another smaller one for 1617, you could still pick up another 6 to 12 inches. So potentially another foot on top of this. This is big time powder happening with this. This is a great west northwest flow. Here's radar out of the west. Big slug of moisture. Storm snow or graphic snow over the top of Utah. You got snow rotating through Idaho into the Tetons, snow over Montana. Light snow just now developing over western Colorado. Here's that. Look at that west-northwest flow driving that snow production over the top of the Wasatch. And that's all the way up through northern Utah and up to just now building into the Tetons. I think the Tetons could pick up 10 inches out of this between this and the next wave behind it. Here's Colorado, just some light snow returns, light blues on radar western slope. That's going to be intensifying across the I-70 corridor and north, central to northern mountains for the rest of the day. Up in the northeast, it's cold, and you've got lake effect snows, some streaks of snow coming off pretty much all the lakes. I do have some light snow accumulation for Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine in my forecast, and I'll show you that coming up here in just a few minutes. All right, let me set the table. So, water vapor satellite imagery, low levels, oranges and reds, drier air, your moistures and the whites and the blues, and there's our storm system right now, slamming the Intermountain, Utah, and eventually it's going to be snowing a little bit heavier up in the Tetons, snowing eventually in most of the central and northern mountains of Colorado. Now, there's also some action here rotating in behind this low, and then there's an actual area of low pressure back here. So there's a few things going on. You've got the first storm, you've got some residual moisture, and then you've got another little storm behind it. All this is going to rotate in on this west-northwest jet stream orientation. So that's how things get steered around. Let me show you my bullet points this morning. So we got our storm system now, 1415, plus a lot of wind. I'll drill down on Alta here in a second. You can see, and you'll be able to see the wind up to 60 miles an hour. Smaller storm comes in 1617. In the northeast, it's all about lake effect and then light snow accumulation 17, 18, and 19, along with some Arctic air masses. All right, let's talk about the snow timeline. Here are the best odds of snow for the Wasatch, Tetons, Colorado, Tahoe, interior BC. So for the Wasatch, and the Tetons and a lot of Colorado, it's this storm system today that will deliver moderate to heavy snow accumulations. And then there's a little wave behind it and then another smaller storm with some light to moderate accumulations, 1.5, 1.6, and 1.7. Tahoe, I don't have anything for Tahoe. Interior BC, it's just light, 1.4, 1.5, and 1.7, and 1.8. All right, let's drill down on Alta, Utah. Forecast mediagram, this is about 9,000 feet, so it's effective 9,000. There's today's column, Saturday, there's Sunday, there's Monday, and there's Tuesday. This storm is really excited. This model is really excited about this storm system. It cranks out another 6, 7, 8 inches of snow out of this storm alone before it's even done. And part of the reason is this perfect wind. Look at the wind out of the west-northwest, 40, 50, 60 mile an hour wind gust, cranking out that orographic snow. Temperatures will fall all day today into the single digits by tonight. Then a dry day tomorrow, probably an excellent powder day. Another storm system comes in behind it. A little bit of blue there showing up, 1.6 and 1.7, maybe another 2, 3, 4 inches of accumulation out of that. So we've got snow, and it's going to hang on for quite some time here. So that was for Alta. Let me show you snow accumulation over time. So this is snow accumulation over a 12-hour period. I'm going to start it early this morning, between this morning and lunch. So there it is. You can see the snow accumulating. Anything in yellow is over 6 inches. That's a lot of Utah. That's the Wasatch. That's the high Uintas. You've got snow up in the Tetons, snow accumulating up there in parts of Montana. Watch what happens by lunch into the afternoon and evening. Here's late tonight. Snow continues over the Wasatch. Snow continues into parts in Wyoming and Montana. Again, anything in yellow is over 6 inches. Snow developing, continuing there in Colorado over a lot of the central to northern mountain corridors. Anything in red is 10 inches or more. All right, here we are by tomorrow morning early. Snow continues over Colorado and Wyoming. Snow is pretty much done in Utah, but look to the northwest. There comes that little wave of moisture. That's going to be some additional snow accumulation following the coattails of this first storm. Here we are by lunchtime on Sunday. The low is moving out of Colorado into the plains. Here comes that little wave of moisture behind it to refire a lot of the snow. Here we are by late on Sunday. Here we are on early Monday. Now look to the northwest. Here comes that minor storm system for 1617. Here's lunchtime on Monday. Here it comes south. This is late on Monday. So snow firing up over Idaho, Montana, the Tetons, the Wasatch, and just developing in Colorado between 16 and 17. All right, here we are by early on Tuesday. Look at that, a little pocket of some heavier accumulation. So that's early on Tuesday. And here we are by lunchtime on Tuesday, snow coming down through Utah, Wyoming, and into Colorado. So that's how the snow accumulates over time. All right, let me show you Colorado. We'll drill down just a little bit. So this is Copper Mountain in Colorado, up there around I-70 near Vail Pass. We're in moisture, deep moisture, and you can see it in green. That's what I'm looking for. And this is a forecast for humidity over 72 hours. You can see the timeline at the bottom, and you read that from right to left. And we are in the moisture by midday into the afternoon today. We're in moisture all the way through the 6th and into the 7th. So it's like I said, you have the one storm, the little wave behind it, and then the smaller storm system that comes in, and it just keeps the snow and the snow chances high. So that's Copper Mountain. And this forecast model cranks out about 8, 9, 10 inches of accumulation over the next 72 hours. Here's A Basin, about 8 inches of accumulation on this forecast model, along with a lot of wind. Here's my forecast, my official forecast, all of today through the 7th. We'll start in the Wasatch. So again, you've already got a heavy shot of snow on the ground right now. It's already accumulated 8, 9, 10 inches of 11 inches of accumulation. You could add another 6 to 12 on top of that. Up in the Tetons, anywhere from 8, 9, 10 inches of accumulation during that period. In Colorado, 5, 6, 7 for the western slope. A bit more as you go to Vail, Copper, Summit County up to the Continental Divide into the northern mountains, looking for probably 8 to 10 inches in that area, less in southern Colorado. Up in Montana, anywhere from 6 to 10 through a lot of Bridger Bowl, Big Sky, Discovery, and Snowball. A little bit less up there in Whitefish, potentially 2, 3, 4, 5 inches up in Idaho. Light snow accumulation for interior BC, and potentially 3 to maybe 10 there through the Pacific Northwest. I really don't have anything else for California, unfortunately. Okay, up in the Northeast. So what you see here, some of this is lake effect near the lakes, but for Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, again, a lot of that is going to happen 1/7, 1/8, and 1/9 with light snow accumulation. So a grand total of potentially 5, 6 inches up around Killington and Mad River, Whiteface, Stowe, and Jay Peak, maybe 4 over Mount Washington, and a couple for parts of Maine. So nothing huge for the Northeast. All right, guys, we'll end on my map for the West. And again, this is what I'm expecting the rest of today through the 7th. And we've got great powder for the Wasatch, the Tetons, parts of Montana, the central to northern mountains of Colorado. Those are the areas to focus on through the 7th. Thanks for tuning in here. Always appreciate it. Take care and have a great day.